exactly like constructor, there is another type of function, okay, another type of function which is a member function, meaning to say it will be defined inside the class. So a member function which is called automatically like constructor, okay, but when the timing is only different, when it will be called, when the object is destroyed, when the object is removed and killed from memory, okay, at that time the constructor will be called. You see, constructor is called when object is created, destructor is called when the object is destroyed, when is killed, okay. So destructor name is also exactly like the class name, you see, like a rectangle, let's suppose, but the only difference that destructor will be differentiated by this operator or this symbol. It is called tilde operator, okay. So this operator will represent that this is a destructor. And like constructor, it doesn't have any return type, okay. There is another difference in constructor and destructor, that in constructor we have overloaded constructor, default constructor, and with arguments constructor, okay, overloaded but destructor cannot be overloaded. Only one destructor per class will be there. It cannot be overloaded. Constructor can overload, destructor cannot overload, okay. So why destructor is used and why we need destructor, okay. Destructor we need to, you see, to remove, to allocate the dynamic memory or to free the memory which is occupied by the object. You see, if there is a big classes and too many data members are there, so every object will occupy quite big memory. So every programming language has a memory management system, okay. Even the operating system also has a memory management system. So how the system will decide when to assign memory and when to clear the memory. So when the object is created, memory will be assigned, but when the object is destroyed, memory will be released, okay. So the constructor and destructors, if we don't define inside a class, the system will automatically define a destructor and constructor for us. Okay, but let me show you quickly that we have a destructor also. Let me show here at the very end that this the tilde operator is this one. You see, it is with shift and just beside the one button on keyboard. So rectangle, you see, and this is a function again. I will mostly it is called automatically, but just to show you when it will be called, let me display a simple message here, okay. This structure, this structure was called, okay, and let's suppose backslash n, okay, so this one. So how many times in this case destructor will be called, and you see when destructor will be called, you see when the program runs line by line, and when it reaches to the end of the program, okay, and there is no usage, or when we close the program, then at that time, before closing everything, the system will automatically call destructor and all the memory will have been taken back. The memory will be released, okay. So when when these four objects are released, when the memory is released from these four objects, at that time constructor will be called. Okay, let me see, and let's, you see, at the beginning, at the creation time, creation was at the beginning, it is called, the functions are applied, but when at the end, you see, here are four times called, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 times called because every destructor was destroyed and the memory was released. So to conclude, constructor is a member function which have the same name as that of a class. It is called automatically and it is called when the object is created. On the other hand, opposite to constructor, destructor is a member function. It has the same name as that of a class, but the name will be preceded by this symbol. Okay, this is called tilde symbol. Okay, so it will be called when the object is destroyed to release the memory. So these two type of functions are very important in class.